What's happening everyone, my name is Alex and welcome back. In today's video we are checking out the latest wireless earbuds from UGREEN called the HiTune X6. So these are some affordable wireless earbuds that have active noise cancellation. They can reduce the ambient noise by about 35 decibels and these also have an IPX5 rating. That means water resistant. So if it rains on you, if you sweat a lot, nothing will happen to this. Alright, I want to start by doing a quick unboxing so you can see what comes in the box with these. Alright, so these come in a pretty good looking box and as soon as you open the box you get to see a small user guide, if I may say. I find that very useful because sometimes I forget how many times I have to tap on a earbud to do a certain action. So that small user guide as soon as you open the box is definitely helpful. Underneath that you're gonna find the charging case, and inside the charging case of course we have the earbuds and then we have 4 replacement tips. So the tips that come on the earbuds, that come installed on the earbuds, are the medium size, and then you get a large size and a small size. For me personally, the medium size that came installed on them works best. Underneath that we have the safety guide and the small user manual. Once again, that small user manual is handy because sometimes I don't remember how many times I have to tap on a earbud to do a certain action. And of course we have the charging cable for that charging case, which is a USB-A to a USB-C cable. Okay, so charging this is done through this USB-C port on the back here. It takes a couple of hours to charge the case, and the actual earbuds, it takes about an hour and a half. Now on one charge, on the earbuds themselves, you get about 6 hours of listening time. That is reduced to about 5 hours and 10 minutes if you are using the active noise cancellation on, but then you get another 20 hours from the case. So in total you get about 25 to 27 hours of listening time between the earbuds and the actual charging case. The charging case is mostly made out of plastic. It is fairly small, so you can fit this in your palm, you can fit it in your pocket. On the front here we have a small status LED, so you'll know how much power you have based on the light of that LED. And on the back here we have a pairing button. So if you want to reset the earbuds, if you want to pair them to a different phone, you hold that button pressed for about 10 seconds and then they go into the pairing mode. With some other earbuds, they don't have that button, so you kind of have to hold the earbud pressed or something like that. So it is much easier having a button on the back of the case. And the lid here stays closed with a magnet. The earbuds themselves are mostly made out of plastic as well. They are very light and also pretty small. So whenever you have them in your ears, let me put them in my ears here, they don't look that big. I've seen other ones in the past that do look much bigger. Each one has 3 microphones, and of course those microphones are used for the active noise cancellation. We have one at the top here, one at the bottom here, and one on the side here. So we have 3 microphones on each one of them. At the bottom here we have the charging contacts, so whenever they're sitting in the charging case, they're of course they touch the charging case with those contacts and they start charging. Controlling this is very straightforward. You basically tap on the outside here, and different taps mean different things. That's why I said that it's useful to have those actions as soon as you open the box, because sometimes you do forget what those taps mean. To turn on the noise cancelling, you basically hold one pressed for about a second and you do get a message in your ear saying that the noise cancelling is on or off. The noise cancelling works great as well. Of course, you do have to have this in your ears for the noise cancelling to work, and you should have a good seal in your ear. So see which one of those ear tips works best for you. As I said, for me the medium one works best, but it depends on your ears. But you definitely want to have a good seal. So whenever you have these on and you turn on the noise cancelling, of course it will cut down a lot of the exterior noises. As I said, it will reduce about 35 decibels of ambient noise. So if you have a fan going, an AC going, if you're in a car, in a train or something like that, you're not gonna hear any of those sounds. So the noise cancelling does work really good on these ones. Of course, you can use these to make phone calls. You can use them as the microphone for your camera on your phone, depending on the phone that you're using, of course. I personally use these with my Pixel 6 Pro, and the Pixel 6 Pro does allow you to change what microphone you want to use for recordings. And this is a quick example of a recording that I've done with the microphones on these ones, just so you can see how those microphones actually capture the sound. So let's check out that quick microphone test, and I'll be right back. Alright, this is a quick microphone test done with the UGREEN X6 HiTune earbuds. I currently have the earbuds connected to my Pixel 6 Pro. Of course, we are recording with the front-facing camera on the Pixel 6 Pro, and we are recording the sound over Bluetooth with the earbuds. I'm currently in a fairly quiet room, even though this is a pretty empty room, so there is a bit of echo whenever you're talking in the room, because the room is empty. So this is how a recording done with the microphones on these earbuds would sound like under these conditions. Alright, and we are moving on to sound quality, because after all these are earbuds and the sound quality is one of the most important things for them. For their price, I feel they sound really good, because I did hear other more expensive earbuds that don't sound as good as these ones. However, these ones are mostly tuned for lows, so if you like a lot of bass, you're gonna love these. They get quite loud and they don't get distorted at the maximum volume. With a lot of other ones that I've tried in the past, if you'd listen to the maximum volume, the bass would get distorted. Well, that's not the case with these ones. So I feel that these ones are mostly tuned for bass. But if you're not that big into bass, well, that may be a bit overwhelming for you. But if you do like a lot of bass, these are gonna be great for you. Moving on to latency, because that's also pretty important for wireless earbuds. Well, these allow you to select two latency modes. One of them is a low latency mode, which is basically the gaming mode, and the normal mode. Personally, I've been using them on the low latency mode, and no matter what app I've been using with my Pixel 6 Pro, so YouTube, Netflix, or anything like that, there is no lag whenever you're seeing the image and whenever you're actually listening to the sound. And as I said, that is pretty important, because with some other earbuds that I've tried in the past, even though not lately, there was a bit of lag when watching something and listening to the sound, but that is not the case with this one, so no latency for any applications that I've used. Connectivity wise, these use Bluetooth 5.1, and the same goes for my Pixel 6 Pro. Of course, not all phones use Bluetooth 5, so there may be differences depending on the device that you're using. But in my case and for my testing, I haven't had any connection problems. I can leave the phone in the furthest room in the apartment here, and I can go pretty much anywhere, even outside on the hallway, and they don't get disconnected. So for connectivity, they work great with my Pixel 6 Pro, which is the device that I've been testing them with. Moving on to comfort and style, because style is pretty important these days. Since these are pretty small and also pretty light, after you put them in your ears, after 2-3 minutes you kind of forget that you have them on. I haven't had any situations where they fell out of my ears. I can do a lot of crazy head movements and nothing will happen. I haven't actually been running with them, because I just don't go running that often. Maybe I don't go running ever. So for running, I can't say how these will perform, but for around the house, for walks and stuff like that, they never fell out of my ears. My ears tend to get tired of them after about 3 hours, so after about 3 hours I do need a little break, but again, everybody's ears are different. Maybe you can go longer, maybe you can go less and stuff like that. So overall, these are pretty comfortable and they're not gonna fall out of your ears. So there you have it. These are the UGREEN X6 HiTune wireless earbuds. If you're looking for some new earbuds, you should definitely consider these ones. Alright guys, hopefully this video was useful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.